everybody, and welcome back in the Upstate Medical University Arena from Syracuse, New York. Game 2 between the Toronto Marlies and the Syracuse Crunch in the best-of-5 series. And the Marlies took the first one of a final score of 3-1. Here comes the opening draw to center ice. We're all set and ready to go as the draw won back by the Crunch. They'll bring it inside, a shot to the net. That one handled by Mrazek early on. He's on top of it and covers up for a face-off 45 seconds in. Toronto Marlies' key to winning this game, stay stable again. And I know that's not the biggest of competitions here in the playoffs, staying stable. But you also have to do a good job defending and finding a way to score. Stopped by Mrazek on that shot off the draw. Loose in front. He made that save too. Knocked down. And here's Joey Anderson ahead for Toronto. Fired down into the Syracuse zone. A race to the puck. Soma's there to the net. And that one knocked down. Rebound off the outside of the post. Back in front. He tried to center that. Legacy plays it down to Day. Crunch to get it out on the left side. Fortier loses that. Anderson at center. Day gets that back to Gabriel Dumont. Entering the zone for the Crunch with a shot to the net. Stopped by Mrazek. He steered that away. Played back up for Joey Anderson. Down that right wing. Into the Syracuse zone in deep. Racing around is Michaelis to the goal. Centers in behind for Anderson. Soma back. Anderson shoots. Kicked away by the pad of Legacy. Down the left side comes Moran. And Toronto tries to get it back, but it's offside against Syracuse. Just about halfway through this first period, the Crunch and the Marlies tied at 0 here from Syracuse. Draw. One back by the playoffs for the Toronto Marlies. Last game here in Syracuse. The boards. Quayson has it back, and Syracuse gets it out to center ice. That's stolen back by McKenna. Jeremy McKenna up the right wing side. Finds Semyonov trying to get that to the goal. In the corner, it rolls in around behind. Here's Sampe. In, plays that to Semikin. Ahead, that finds Lipinov. He'll spin back. Still has control. Semikin will not get that to spins and fires back into the Syracuse zone. That goes wide of their net. Semikin back to it, and Lipinov out to center ice. Sampe with speed. Spins back to his own zone. Quayson will regroup. Here's Smith across. Doesn't find anybody, and Semyonov there for Toronto, and that bounces towards the Syracuse net. Kept in, Bretzini, but it's back out by Sampe. Right side, here come the Crunch inside the Marley zone. A shot knocked down by Mrazek. He will hold on with 6:57 to go here in this first period. Scoreless from Syracuse in game 2. Hits in the game currently 1-0 in favor of the Toronto Marlies. Here comes the draw. Right side of the goal. One back by Toronto. Manel up ahead to Rich Clune, the captain. Here comes the captain for the Marlies. Winds up, waits, shoots. He fired that wide. Dropped back to Dargachitsev. Looks for help and finds it. Manel to the net. Steered aside. Dargachitsev back. He shoots that right on. Handled again. Another shot in front. Knocked away. Rebound there as well. Won't go. Another shot. That's knocked aside. Penalty coming against Toronto. Syracuse will go to the power play. They're 0 for 3 in this series so far. Nothing in game 1. And here comes the face-off, left side of the Marley net. One back controlled by Moran. That's poked ahead, not out. Day to Moran, back over to Fortier. He finds Radish. Now Soma will take off. Short-handed break. They catch up to him. Looks to drop back for some help. Found it in front, but the pass never made it. Moran over, here's Fortier, and here comes Syracuse in the zone. Drop to Moran, to the net, off the post. Had Mrazek beat there. They get it back again. Drop past the Radish. In, that goes back and around behind. 40 seconds to go on the power play. A shot to the net. Steered away by Mrazek again with the blocker. Off the boards and back to the point for Day. He'll center for Radish. Loose in front of the net. Kiviholme's there. Not out. Kept inside. A shot. Stopped by Mrazek. Power play done. It's loose in front. Marlies clear it down the ice. And that will go for icing with just under 2 to go in this opening period. Scoreless from Syracuse. Good first period for both sides. Great job by the Toronto Marlies to kill off a red-hot Syracuse power play. And the Crunch 0 for 4 in the playoffs now. Here's Clune. He'll get back to it and clears it down the ice again. And this one again will go for icing. Toronto Marlies just a little bit back on their heels at the moment, but they can get out of that real easy here. Just trying to find a way to do so. No one has scored up to this point. Late in the first, face-offs 3 aside. Draw one back by the Crunch. 4-3 now. Radish poked out. Jack Kapaka might have a step. Day's back to it. And the Crunch regain control. Radish, seconds running down here in the first. That's turned over at center ice. Somla's there. He'll go back to get it. Rich Clune with the puck. Trying to center it across. Moran at center steals it back. And that's cleared back in the zone. And they'll end this first period scoreless tonight in Syracuse through 1. Crunch had the best chance of that first period, hitting iron in behind. The netminder Pierre Mrazek scoreless through 1. Shots 8-7 Toronto. Hits 1 aside. Faceoffs 4-3 Crunch. Power play Syracuse 0-1. Toronto hasn't had one. We're scoreless through 1 tonight from Syracuse. Welcome into the second period here tonight from Upstate Medical University Arena in downtown Syracuse. The Crunch and the Marlies game 2 in the best of 5. Toronto took the first one 3-1. Draw one back by the Crunch. Take control. Here's Moran. The left side brings it in with Dumont. Step to the net with a shot. Handled by the chest of Mrazek. Here's Joey Anderson, right side. He'll just fire it into the Syracuse zone. That gets in deep after it. Mark Michaelis. Huge collision. But back to it first is Taylor Radish. In the corner, has control again. He will look to get it out to center. Spins back. Michaelis still on him. Day. And now the Crunch get it out. Moran, left side, entering the Marley zone. Plays to Forche. Tries to get that to the net. Turned over. And here's Antti Somla. He has a step to the net with a shot. Steered aside by the netminder. Anderson back off a stick. And it does come out. Dahlstrom on his backhand will fire that back into the Syracuse zone. It goes in behind. Radish to it. Just over 5 gone in the middle frame. Here's Dumont down the left side. Has a step to the net. What a shot! Blocker down by Peter Mrazek. That's Manel. Up ahead to Semyonov on the right side. Semyonov entering over the blue line. Winding up, waiting, shooting. And that one up top. Steered aside. Somla from behind. Back in front. That shot right on. Kicked out by Legacy. Now Lipinov a step. Manel trying to get back. Breakaway Crunch to the goal. Off the post again. Oh, it looked like it was in. And they hit iron. Second time the Crunch have hit iron tonight. The Marlies hit iron twice in the second period of last game. The Crunch have done it tonight. Here's Clayson. And here come the Syracuse Crunch. In. And Semikin was there. Stolen back. Hallwell up ahead. Smith on the turnover. Steals it back from McKenna. On the right with a step to the net. Looks to center in front. It's fired just wide. Mrazek may have got a piece. Another shot. Steered away. They score. Loose in front. Cashed home. 1-0 Syracuse. It's Alexei Lipinov. Gets it to the net. The Marlies caught, and they just cannot get it out. And the Crunch put it to the net. Find a way on the rebound to beat Peter Mrazek. 1-0 Syracuse. Stolen here at center. Dargachintsev in for Toronto. Drops it off. Clooney fired in a snatching stop by Legacy. Hudon will get it out. Here come the Crunch down that left side. Will not get it to the net. Spinning back. Still has it. Hudon off a Marley skate. They regain control and get it ahead to Kapaka on that left wing. Winding up, shooting, and Legacy scoops that from the sky and holds on. 5:23 to go, middle frame. Syracuse 1, Toronto 0. This is game 2 in the best of 5 between the Marlies and the Crunch from downtown Syracuse. Game 3 and 4 will be back in Toronto if this series does go to a game 4. Here's the chance. Won by Kapaka. Drops for Chris. In for Dargachintsev. He's taken down on the play. Didn't like it very much. And Clune will get it back. 4.5 to go in the period. Spins at center. Now gets it inside. A lot of Crunch there. A shot. Steered aside. Clune still has it from behind. Looking in front. Wrap around. That's kicked away. Hudon. Legacy has been amazing in this game for the Syracuse Crunch. Keeping it 1-0. Jones. It's stolen back. Hudon to the net. Mrazek got on top of it. It comes free. Hudon again. Over to Day. Centered in front. Kapaka's in the way. And here come the Marlies. A minute to go in the period. Fired wide of the Syracuse net. That bounces out in front. Day. In behind his goal. Looks up ice and finds Jones. That's played over to Hudon on the right. And he'll just get it in deep. 7 seconds to go in this middle period. Toronto without a goal in this game. They're down 1-0 late in the second. And that's the way it will stand heading into the third. Syracuse 1, Toronto 0 after 2. Marlies won the first game in this series, 3-1. Well, the Marlies, the best third period team in the league. 91 goals scored in the third period now. Playoffs and regular season combined. And sorry, actually it's 92 with the empty net goal the Marlies had scored last game. Shots after 2, 15-11 Toronto. Hits are 4-3 Crunch. Faceoffs 5 aside. Power plays Crunch 0 for 1. Toronto hasn't had one. 1-0 Syracuse. After 2, Max Legacy has been a wall for the Crunch. Welcome into the third period here tonight. 1 period to go. The Crunch have a 1-0 lead. Trying to even this series up. Draw one back. Crunch control at center. They'll bring it in the Marley zone. Hit there, and Anderson takes off to start the period. Joey Anderson being held on to, no call. Drops back. Sobola, he scores! Perfectly placed it in the top right corner of the net. And it comes early here in the third. 1:13 in. Antti Somola has his first of the postseason, and the game is tied at 1. Look at this. Perfectly ripped right over that left shoulder. Or sorry, the right, and into the top right corner of the net to even things up here in this third period at 1. The Marlies, as we said, best team for scoring short-handed. And there it is again. Well, not short-handed, also in the third period. Best team there. Here's a chance in front. Mrazek got down and made the save in tight. Michaelis turned over in the zone. Looking at front. Off the outside of the post. The Crunch came close. And that pass gets in tight. They get it back again. Marley stripped them. And here comes Toronto. Soma again with another step to the net. Winds up, shoots, and a snatching glove save by Legacy. Day here in the third. We're tied at 1 from Syracuse. Dumont down that right side. Now the left. Poked ahead to Manel. Manel with a step in. Plays that over. Turned over to Moran. Here come the Crunch the other way. Hit by Carl Dahlstrom. Day being chased. Anderson getting in there, trying to cause some trouble. Penalties coming to Toronto. It's touched up at center. Crunch are going to go back to the power play. They're 0 for 1 on the night, 0 for 4 in the series. Here's the draw, right side of the Marley goal. 13:29 to go, 1 aside here from Syracuse. One back by Cini. Dusak finds him on the right. He'll bring it ahead with speed, short-handed. Here's Brett Cini to the net. Blockered away. Good try there. Gets it back. Centers that off. It got by Dusak, and the Crunch bring it out. Sampe. Dusak with it again. Joseph Dusak. He'll dangle. He'll drop for Cini. And he fired it off the outside of the post. He gets it back in front. That missed everybody, and it is just out. It's offside. 12:15 to go, third period. We're tied at 1 tonight. And here's the draw. 3-1 Marlies took game 1. It's 1-1 tonight in Syracuse. Here's Philip Krall. He'll enter the zone. He'll drop back, and that finds Smith. And the Crunch easily get it out. Here's Sampe on the right. Krall back to defend for Toronto. A step to the net. Off a stick. They get it back. And a stop by Mrazek. Loose in front. Made another. It came out point blank. He had to be sharp and was. Drop past the Day. Fired and tipped. And that goes over the net. It's picked up again by the Crunch. Now in the corner. Gang it to the front of the goal. Stop. Rebound in front. Another. They score. Chance after chance. And finally the Crunch get it to go. 2-1. Syracuse back in front. A big goal here for the Syracuse Crunch. Toronto Marlies hemmed in their zone. And chance after chance. Mrazek made some wonderful saves. And then it finally beats them. Here's Antti Somola off the face-up. In shoot. Stopped by Legacy. He'll shut that down and hold on. 9:31 to go. Syracuse leads 2-1 against the Toronto Marlies here in Game 2. Crunch have looked like the better team in this hockey game. Toronto needs to get back on their feet here. A little bit slow in this third period. Had tied it, and then they went down again and got to find a way to get back on track. Somola from behind the net. He's taken down. Marley's trying to get it back, and that's played to Smith. He'll easily get it out. It is out, and here's Lipidov. Left side. Crunch have it. They look up ice. They have some help as Chris is back, and he plays it to Mark Michaelis. 7.5 to play. Michaelis drops. Help. Anderson won't get it to the net. Day's there to Smith. Out again. Cini regroups and brings it in for Toronto. Brett Cini ripped and stopped by Legacy. In the corner, here's Day. Back after it goes Toronto. Radish. He'll spin back, and it is just kept inside. Hallwell to Anderson. Past his reach, and out it comes. 4.5 to go, third period. Crunch up 2-1. And another tight one between the Marlies and the Crunch. This is game 2. Centering pass. Stopped by Mrazek. He's down. And he has it. 3:39 to go. Crunch 2. Marlies 1 here in game 2 from Syracuse. Next 2, good news. Back at home for the Toronto Marlies. And in front of the home crowd, it's always fun to play. Manel up to Jeremy McKenna. He has a step down that right side. He'll wind up, he'll peel, he'll drag, he'll fire, and up top, Legacy easily has that one. McKenna got a late goal with 3 minutes to go in the first game of the series. That led the Marlies to a 3-1 victory. Tonight he gets stopped as he tries to shoot it up high. Still time left. 2-1 game. Clayson has it for the Syracuse Crunch along the boards. Getting in there. McKenna trying to keep it inside. It is kept in. McKenna taken down on the play. Moran for the Crunch. Back over to Semikin. We're going to come down to the final minute now as Moran gets it out. Final minute of play here in the third, and here come the Crunch to the goal. Stopped by Mrazek. To it first is Dahlstrom. He'll try to settle it down from behind the goal. Getting in there, the Marlies. And they do get to the puck. Semyonov kept in. Dahlstrom ahead. Bretzini's found. 45 seconds left. In shoots, and he blocked that aside. Picked up by Clune again. Clune to the net with a backhand. That's stopped. They score! Bretzini! With just 36 seconds left. He's there for his second of the postseason, and the Marlies have tied it. Wow. Backhand to the net. It comes free. A diving effort, but can't get there as Legacy. Cini has his second of the series, and Toronto has tied it at 2 apiece. Well, the Syracuse Crunch looked like they were going to get away with this one tonight. Not so fast. Here's Clayson at center. Brings it in for the Crunch. Trying to get it to the goal. Did shot. Kicked down by Mrazek. Marlies get the puck back. Rich Clune up that right side. He'll dangle his way. Now Semikin with it back. Seconds running down in the third period. Moran. Here's Clune down the left side. A step. Dahlstrom back. Huge hit. And here comes Toronto. Rich Clune has the puck. Gave it away. Moran back in there. Dargachitsev does a good job of defending. Gets in deep. Manel. 7 seconds to go in the third. Here's Brennan Manel. He'll look up ice and he'll find help at Dargachitsev. It gets all the way down. We're going to have overtime tonight in Syracuse Game 2 between the Marlies and the Syracuse Crunch, affiliate of the Maple Leafs and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Shots on goal in the hockey game, 24-19 for Toronto. Hits are 11-7 Crunch. Faceoffs 10-9 Crunch. Power play Syracuse 0 for 2. Toronto hasn't had one. 2-2. We head to overtime. Welcome into overtime. The Marlies and the Crunch. Game 2 in the best-of-5 series. Crunch try to even it up. They almost got away with a 2-1 victory, but Toronto found a way. Fired in by the Marlies, who just started the overtime period. Radish has it here. He'll play that to Fortier. At center, gave it away, gets it back and in deep into the Toronto zone. Anderson, Antti-Somla. Here comes Toronto at the puck at overtime. In over the line, the drop pass to Michaelis in. Can't get it to the goal. It was loose, held off with Somla. Back after it again on Fortier. Fortier gets that up ahead to DeMott and out. Michaelis across. Here's Joey Anderson back inside. Anderson with a step, a shot. Knocked away. Loose in front, there's Radish back, and here come the Syracuse Crunch out of the zone. They'll turn back again. Now to Dumont at center. On the wing to Fortier on the right. Turn over to Joey Anderson. Pickpocketed. Chance! Stopped by Mrazek. It's played down. Here's Manel. Up for Anderson. Already almost 6 gone in the overtime period. Shots are 1 aside. Here's Michaelis with a move to the net. Pass in front for Bretzini. Never found him. Fortier down the middle again. Manel there to defend. Hit Day, and he still has the puck back. McKenna pokes it further. Bretzini's in. Here's Cini. Drops it back, and no one is there as it comes out. Sampe. Here's Moran for Syracuse, entering the zone to the goal to win it, and he sent it wide. The Marlies just got a stick on it. Here's Jeremy McKenna for Toronto the other way. McKenna, he turns around and turns it over again. Played back to Radish. Has it here for the Crunch. He'll turn back in the left wing corner, and now gets it by everybody, but it comes back. Hallwell trying to fire that to the net. Now a step. That might be trouble. Chad Chris back to the fan. Stopped by Mrazek. Huge save in overtime. Here's McKenna for Toronto. And great goaltending by Peter Mrazek on another giveaway. Here come the Crunch. Hit at center ice. Toronto gets the puck back. Cini with a step. Here's McKenna to the net. Looks back in front. And that one. It's loose in front. They can't put it in. Smith comes back the other way. Toronto. McKenna back inside again. 6 minutes to go in the first overtime. Winds up, shoots. Kicked down by the pad of the netminder Legacy. Not much on that. Clayson back out. Here come the Crunch. Left side and in. Step to the net. Great job by Toronto defensively. Played back to Dargachitsev. Not out. Kept inside again. Rich Clune over skates. Gets it back. turns it over, chance at front. Huntington won't get it to the goal. Now Rich Clune back out for Toronto. 3.5 to go in first overtime. That's played over. Dargachitsev scores! Semyon Dargachitsev! He put it to the net. It found a way through everybody and past the netminder Max Legacy. And Toronto has taken a 2-0 series lead against the Syracuse Crunch. An overtime winner for Semyon Dargachitsev. Rip it to the net. Legacy makes the save, doesn't get all of it right between the 5-hole. Over the goal line, Toronto comes back to win this one tonight against the Crunch. 2 comebacks in this game for Toronto. Down 1-0 would tie it. Down 2-1 would tie it. They win it in overtime 3-2 to take the stranglehold on the Crunch. If they win it back at home in Toronto, Syracuse will be swept. That's coming up now from Coca-Cola Coliseum in downtown Toronto. Game 3 between the Crunch and the Toronto Marlies.